know this video is called How to Speak English Fast. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we think that native speakers speak fast and this is why this sounds so natural. But in reality, they don't speak fast. They just connect all the words together and instead of splitting them up with sounds a little kind of slower, they just put all the words together as if one sentence is one big word. They omit some syllables, they add some new sound, and this is why they sound the way they sound. Sometimes it's hard for us to understand just because they don't split up the words and we think that they are speaking too fast, but in reality they are not. So today in this video, I'm going to teach you some technique and I'm going to teach you that how native speakers do it. So you can understand and you can also do it also to speak faster like native speakers. And not only this, you can even understand the mechanism behind the faster speaking, that how do the native speakers do it. For example, you say a phrase, what do you do? But Americans would never say, what do you do? They would say, what do you do? What do you do? So here what Americans have done here, they have just connected these words and they have made it one. So if you don't know that what or how they have spoken, so you would say that, what was that? Another phrase, I am going to do shopping. But Americans would never say, I am going to do shopping. They would say, I'm going to do shopping. I'm going to do shopping. So here once again, what the native speakers have done here, they have just connected or they have just contracted these words and they have said it, I'm going to do shopping. Even though they would say in this way also that I'm going to do shopping. So this is really a very contracting version of it. So what that native speakers do here, they just take all these small words together and they pronounce them in a way that is easier for them in daily speech. For example, article the is pronounced as the. Just take a sentence, what's the weather today? So Americans would never say, what's the weather today? They would say, what's the weather today? So here it's the because it's easier. You sometimes sounds like yeah. Just take an example. Do you want to go for a walk? So Americans would never say, do you want to go for a walk? Sounds just you have started learning English. They would say, do you want to go for a walk? What I said? Do you want to go for a walk? Sounds more closer to like native speakers. So one more thing that you might have noticed that what do. So here we have T at the end of the word what and we have D at the beginning of the word do. So here we can invent a new sound here. Instead of saying what do you do, we can say what you do. So what I said, what you do. So here there is a sound ch that appears in the middle and again this is the way to make your speech smoother and faster that all native speakers do. What you do for a living. To make even more clear about it, I'm going to read some sentences aloud. The first time that I'm going to read these sentences as a student and the second time that I would try to read as a native speakers. I am going to go out to Walmart. Do you need anything? And so now I would read as a native speakers. I'm going to go out to Walmart. You need anything? So here once again we can see that we have T at the end of the word Walmart and we have D at the beginning of the word do. So here we can say that we can invent a sound that's cha sound that appears in the middle. So that's why that we have said that Walmart you need anything. So once again that I can read in this way that I'm gonna go out to Walmart you need anything. So what I said, Walmart you need anything. So this is the way that native speakers do it and they speak it as fast. But we think that they're speaking fast, but in reality they don't speak fast. They just connect all the words together as if one sentence is one big word. The next word a little more confusing. I know that you might have listened in native speakers' speech that they say something. So it just appears in the middle. I don't know that why this appears or how does it appear so. So it's just the language that evolves when native speakers speak. So here we have an example. Can you give me something? The native speakers speak in this way and which is correct. Don't be so confused. This is just same as something. The next phrase here we have is let me give you something. But Americans would never say let me give you something. They would say let me give you something. Let me give you something. So here once again that what they have done here, they have omitted the letter T and made it lemmy. Lemmy. In Americans English, if you have a letter T in the middle of any word, so sometimes it is pronounced as D. So now here we can see an example. Letter. So they pronounce it as letter. So to make it more smoother and to make it more faster. Another example we have here is what? City. So the Americans would never pronounce it city. They would pronounce it as city. City. So another example, bitter. So it sounds British. In Great Britain, they pronounce it as bitter. But Americans would pronounce it as, they would say it as bitter. Bitter. So let me give you some more examples. Here we have some more examples. Please go through these examples and pronounce in your daily speech and read in your daily speech so that in order to speak like native speakers. Bottle, bottle. Butter, butter. Daughter, daughter. 80, 80. 40, 40. Little, little. Settle, settle. 30, 30. You see this T converts to D all the time, as you have noticed. And it's even unnatural for me to speak 30. I would say 30. Little, I would say little. So these all things would come automatically. So what I said? Automatically. I didn't say automatically. So automatically to you guys when you practice. So this is the first, the way you can speak faster. Second, the way you can speak naturally. And the third, that it's an easy way for you to understand how native speakers speak. And you might have understood also that how the mechanism works. So let me know from you guys that was this video useful for you. So I have a homework for you is that what other words that have letter T in the middle and you pronounced it with D, just how I pronounced what I told you, 30, 30, little, little. So if you have any word in your mind, so please write down in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And one more thing that I can say that I'm also practicing to learn American English. So even though you also can practice, just practice and you can speak like native speakers too. So by the way guys, that in the next video that I'll once again bring some more videos regarding how to speak English fast like native speakers. So till then I can only tell you all that bye-bye, take care, so I'll see you very soon.